Hello everyone, welcome to our October 10th edition of the Belmont Penn Pick 4. I'm Josh Brown, Chad Dale is sitting beside me. We will go over our prognosis for this week's Pick 4 sequence, but before we slide into that Pick 4 selection, we will go over last week's quickly. 13 winning tickets had the Pick 4 here, Chad, and it paid $1,959.
And I was not one of them.
No.
I went 0 for 4 last week. Went a little cheap last week, went 0 for 4. This week, get the ATM cards out. We're breaking the piggy bank.
Well, you're very lucky because the pink slip was on your table. I ripped it up. I said, you know what, let's give Chad another chance. I had the first two legs. I lost the win photo in the third leg and had the fourth leg, so congrats to those 13 tickets. Again, it paid $1,959 for two 5-to-1s, a 15-to-1, and a favorite to close it out. So we'll see what we can do this week, but before we get into our selections, Mr. Dale will go over how to play the Thursday Penn Pick 4.
When playing this special Pick 4 linking Belmont's final two races, this week it will be the 8th race and the 9th race. Penn National's first two, the first and the second. It's a reduced takeout of 15%. It's a 50-cent minimum wager. It starts with Belmont's 8th race today. Please note this is a separate wager from Belmont's regular card, and when wagering, ask and look for the Belmont Penn Pick 4.
All right, well, the first leg from Belmont Park is race 8. They go 7 1/2 furlong distance, a very tricky distance. Chad, I want to let you start this off.
Yes, it is a tricky distance. You don't see many racetracks that are right to 7.5 furlongs here. I'm going to go with number 3, Harley. Harley is dropping in class. She is 4 for 4 at this distance. He likes the off track. So if it does rain, which it looks like there could be a little rain in the forecast tomorrow, definitely like him. The last time he ran at Belmont at this distance on an off track, nevertheless, he was second, only beat a nose. And my second choice is number 7, Mr. Rodriguez. His trainer is 19% off the claim, and he's winning at 21% with horses off over 31 days.
Let's talk about your 7 just for a moment. Mr. Rodriguez draws post number 7, and it's going to be probably a wet track like you said. The concern I have with number 7, Mr. Rodriguez, is the fact the horse tends to fade in his last 3 races, and he's getting a couple extra furlongs. Is that a concern on your Pick 4 ticket, or what's the reason why you're throwing the 7 in there?
I like the new barn, and I think off the claim, I want to see how it goes. He's winning at 19%. I think I'll give him one shot and see what Mr. Rodriguez does. But he does fade, and he has been fading.
Okay, well, I love your 3 Harley. That's my key on the economy ticket, which is only going to be $6. You're having people go to the ATM. I just tell them break open the kids' piggy bank. It's only a $6 play. Harley's the one that they have to beat. I don't like the fact that the horse is only 1 for 18, but catches a very soft field. The only other horse I like in here is number 9, Ego Friendly. Yes, the horse is 0 for 5 at Belmont Park, but that has a Pete Rose asterisk behind it because Ego Friendly did finish 3rd at Belmont, but was disqualified on October the 21st. So 3 and 9 are my primary plays with numbers 1 and 4.
That's an excellent play on words. Ego Friendly to go with the one Josh Brown.
Absolutely. That's why Chad only has one more week with us, ladies and gentlemen. So we go on to leg number 2. It's race 9 at Belmont Park. Of course, handicappers take note that there is rain in the forecast, so keep an eye to the skies. I will start this off. It's a 1 1/16 on the turf. My top selections are numbers 2, 4, and 7. We'll take a look at number 2, Mr. Algebra. This horse is only 1 for 23 lifetime, but this horse loves to rally from the back of the pack. I don't know about Chad's opinion. I think there's a little bit of pace in this race, so I like the fact that this could set up shop for the 2, Mr. Algebra. Number 4, Hard Rockers, another 1 for 24 horse with 7 seconds and 4 third-place finishes, but this is another one that shows a little bit of back class, hasn't done anything the last couple of starts, and the last time the horses hit the board was in April of 2013. Finally, I'm going to take a look at number 7. That's Flowing Mane. This one is going to be on the pace, gets a good jockey aboard, hasn't done anything the last few starts, but the 7 Flowing Mane should be used in your Pick 4 selections here, and in case it's off the turf, my selections will be 5, 6, 8, and 10. So, Chad, who do you like?
My top selection is your second one, Mr. Algebra. I love that Castellano's back aboard. He's winning at 24% at this meet at Belmont. He's also dropping from a state-bred allowance race into this. Rudy Rodriguez is winning at 24% with horses off 30 days. But my second selection is number 5. I believe you left him out, Kiss of Thunder. Do like this horse? If it rains, that's going to be my play right there. He's 1 for 1 on the off track there. And then my third choice is Hard Rocker, once you said before. Engelhart is winning at 24% in claiming races this meet.
Absolutely. I love your 5 if this comes off the turf. If it stays on the turf, I think the horse is going to fade a little bit at the mile and 1/16 distance, but let's see what the weather gods have in store for tomorrow's forecast at the Belmont Penn Pick 4. Penn National Race 1 is our third leg. It's at 6 furlongs. I will start this off. I have 3 selections in here. The top selection is number 1, Radiohead. This one has a little bit of a suspect drop coming in from Naira from Saratoga and Belmont Park in for $7,500. On paper, this horse is the one to beat. Number 2, Run With Me. This one, if they go too fast too early, the 2 might roll past them all. David Cora at a 6-1 morning line might get a little bit of a long shot stab in there, so I'm going to play with the 2, Run With Me, on my pick 4 ticket. And a long shot stab is going to number 6, Dustarino. This one has Andrew Wolfsont listed to ride. This is a stone cold closer on its best day. I don't think the horse is the best horse in terms of speed figures, but he is 3 for 3, or I should say 3 for 4 here at Penn National. So I think the 6 is a must use in your luxury ticket. Chad?
I agree with you there. My number 1 selection is number 1, Radiohead. But I have huge questions about this horse because it's a big drop, dropping in for $7,500 after he's been running for $30,000 up in New York. At Belmont and at Saratoga, he ran at $20,000. Ran 2 seconds there. But I believe he's the class of this race. Horse was 5 for 7 in 2013. Been running against much tougher horses. And I only have one other selection on my small ticket in this one. It's number 6, Dustarino. I agree. Coming out of the Mark Savaggio barn, the barn is hot right now. Mark is winning at 22% with his horses. He's going to have this horse ready to go, and he is a stone cold closer. I think the pace is going to set up for him, and I do like him closing. But he has been beaten as the favorite the last 2 races. That's one scare for me there.
Well, number 1, Radiohead. This horse was here at Penn National back in September and October of 2011 and had a long layoff. Won down at Ocala, but it hasn't won since then. So like Chad said, the 1 is the one to beat, but there are so many question marks and red flags surrounding that one. That's why we kind of spread there in the 3rd leg. Chad will kick off the 4th and final leg, which is race 2 here at Penn National. It's a mile and 1/16. It's an allowance test. Chad, kick us off.
State-bred horses, they've kind of been running against similar company, most of these horses, but I'm going to go with, I don't even know how to pronounce this horse's name. It's Jonathan Shepard's horse, the 3-horse, Goth?
Gothy.
Gothy. We're going to go with Gothy. Ran state-bred allowance company the last 2 races. He's got a 6th, but I'm going to throw that one off. That was on the turf. He's coming back to the dirt. He ran 7 furlongs last time at Parks. Ran a solid 3rd. Only got beaten 3/4 of a length. I love Rock Hard 10 go. This is a Rock Hard 10 going. Love them. As babies are big horses. The distance is my only concern with him. If he can hang on and Cintrock can keep him there, I think he will win the race. My number 2 selection is the number 4 horse, One Fesserman. Beaten 13 lengths the last time out, but I'm going to throw him out this time. He ran 2nd in that race. The trainers win at 19% with horses with their 2nd start, that is. And then my 3rd and final horse is number 5, See You Sooner Than Later. I played this horse in a pick 4 before, and he burned me. I'm coming right back to him. Cora's back aboard him, and the distance is my only question with him.
Well, since we have a couple of minutes before we wrap up the show, let's talk about your 4. The 4 is downgraded in his last 4 Equibase speed figures. For fans of the form ever since February 24th, he's just getting progressively worse. So is that a concern, the fact that the horse just keeps getting slower and slower despite that 2nd place finish last time out?
I think it's a softer position this time. I think he's going to be right there. He's been running at Parks the majority of the time.
Okay.
He did run here back last time. It was on the slop.
Okay.
I'm going to throw that one out and see what he can do.
Yeah, he is 2 places out of 2 starts at Penn National, so Chad's trying to read between the lines. He also picked up that book at Barnes & Noble from a few weeks ago. I'm glad to see you read the book.
Yes.
Yeah, good. A part of my Josh Brown book club. And let's talk about the 5 quickly. See You Sooner Than Later. I just think the horse hates a mile and a 16th. I think if it was shorter, I'd like the 5, but the fact that even though the horse has the numbers, I think the mile and a 16th could do him in. But I like the 1 Tully, one you did not really mention. I think this horse, despite going up in class, can be right there stalking a soft pace. The horse is 3 for 5 in the money here at Penn National. A huge long shot play is number 6 with William Otero. This one just walks out of the gate and sprouts wings when everything is said and done. I think this horse might not be a win machine with that 3 for 29 record, but I think it's a must-use in your cheap tickets here. A 10-to-1 must-use is the 6. I like Chad's 3, and I'm also going to toss in the 9, Wild Imagination, a dirt fast track. The horse hates just despises a dry track, but over the wet, this horse could rally from the back of the pack. Question mark about the 9 is, even though he won last time going a mile and a half, he only faced 4 other rivals, and William Otero gets off this horse to ride the 6, which I think is a big plus in my corner. So I got the 1 and 6 on my economy play, and then the 3 and the 9. Yes?
Yep. I just have one question. Going back to the 5 horse, See You Sooner Than Later.
Okay.
Tim Kreiser's win at 23% in allowance races. He's winning at 24% with route horses, and he's winning at 25% on the dirt. His numbers are excellent as a leading trainer here.
Absolutely, and sometimes that trainer angle, that's why I like the 1. The trainer on the 1, Tully, he's won 47% of his races when he brings horses into Penn National, so that's a big reason why I like the 1. So we're pressed for time. We're going to quickly recap the tickets. Economy play tickets are only $25 or less. Luxury tickets are $100 or less. My economy play to kick it off in the first leg will be number 3. In the second leg will be the numbers 2, 4, or 7. If it's off the turf, you can substitute that with the 5, 6, 8, 10. Third leg, I like 1 and 2, and in the fourth leg, I like the 1 and the 6. For the luxury ticket, I'm going 1, 3, 4, 9. For the second leg, I'm going 2, 4, 5, 7 if it stays on the grass. Third leg, I'm going to go with the 1, 2, 6. And to wrap up this $96 play, I'm going 1, 3, 6, and 9. Chad?
Quite a big difference from a $6 play to a 96, but my first play is going to cost you $24. I'm playing the 3, 7 with the 2, 4, 5, with the 1, 6, with the 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to spread it out. We're going to use the whole $100 allotment here. In the first leg, I'm using the 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Then on the second leg, I'm doing the 2, 4, 5, and 9. Once again, in the first leg at Penn, I'm using the 1 and the 6. And in the final leg at Penn, I'm using the 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9.
And that's a $100 play for him. So yes, definitely stop at the bank before you play his $100 play. And you can play our tickets as low as $6 this week. Don't forget to check us out on youtube.com. JK does a wonderful job with our graphics, as usual. And all the other cast and crew of the AV department. So this will wrap up our 5th edition of the Belmont Penn Pick 4. Good luck to you guys out there. Don't forget to watch the weather forecast because it's a chance of rain. So I don't have a nickname for you this week because you were actually on time. So I apologize for the people that were waiting for that. So Chad Dale's to my right and he's to your left. Thanks for showing up.
No one listens to Josh anyway.
Good luck. That's what my girlfriend says. I'm Josh Brown. Thank you very much for watching the Belmont Penn Pick 4.